We're going to wait till 8 o'clock. I believe it's almost time. Yes, it is time. Hi, everybody. I want to share with you what I want to do. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes. I'll give it a couple more minutes before I click in here. Hang on just a second. Let's give it 2 more minutes, folks. 2 more minutes. Or at least a minute. Hello, everybody. I see more people are joining us, so let's just wait a little bit. Hello, Justin. Hi, Warren. All right, a few more people are coming in. I know this was kind of short notice, but what I'm going to do the next 12 weeks, or less than 12 weeks, we're going to do the Nativity set. The Nativity set consists of 12 pieces. That's not including the creche or the manger. And we will start it. And what I want to show you is, if I can do this, this is the 2.5 by 2.5 by, I'm sorry, 1.5 by 1.5 by 2.5 high. We're going to make a little smaller version of that. Okay, we're going to do 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 2 1/4 high inches. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one project per week, and we're going to start with Joseph. We'll do Mary and Jesus. We'll do the main set first. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to build the creche. I don't have that with me yet. And the angel's on the top there. He's a little crooked there, but he's up there anyway. But this is going to be a 12-piece set, including the star. So we have Joseph, Mary, the baby Jesus. We've got the donkey, cow, sheep, and shepherd. The 3 wise guys, the star, and the little thing on the top. Now, the reason I'm going to make it smaller, I was going to make this set anyway. This is going to be my set for my casting. A lot of people would love to have a set like this, but a set like this costs $200-300 if you have to carve each one and do it separately. So I'm going to do some casting with the smaller one. So I'll have a whole set to go in casting of this original set that I'm doing online. So that's my idea. Now, the reason I'm going to do it for, the reason I'm doing it now is we know as carvers we can't get a whole set done like this in a couple of days. You know, it takes a few weeks to get things done. The reason I'm going to do just one per time is if you need to make 3 sets or 4 sets, you can make other ones before we get to the next one. All right, this will go on YouTube. It will go on a DVD later on, so you can purchase the DVD if you want. If you miss a week, you can come back and watch it. I didn't really advertise a lot of what I was going to do tonight. I just put it on this evening around 5:30 and said I'll do a live one tonight. It will be Tuesday nights from 7:30, starting at 7:30. It might take us an hour. It might take us 45 minutes. But I will not show you how to paint them. That's going to be on you to... I'll do one to show you my routine on how to paint, but I won't show you each and every one. I figure you can see the colors. You'll be able to figure it out and, you know, figure out the colors and how to antique that and stuff. I'll show you at the end. But starting next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, April 21st at 7:30, we're going to start with Joseph. And I'm going to bring out the sheet paperwork. I also understand that some of you do not have bandsaws and you don't know where to get the lumber or whatever it is. I will have these available for you in the set, meaning all 12 pieces plus the star, including the star and the star and Jesus. Okay, so that's my plan. So when we get going on this, let me just show you, if I can show you the paperwork that I have down for this. Okay, this is my paperwork. Let's see if I can just bring this down or show it to you. So this is going to be called the mini nativity set. The block that you will need, you'll need 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 2 1/4 high. All right. You'll need 10 blocks like that. You'll need, let's see if I can, you'll need 1 block of the 7/8 by 7/8 by 2 1/4, and you'll need a 1 by 1 by 1 for the star. Okay, so if you can remember these, if you have a bandsaw, you can cut these. Go ahead and cut them out, and we'll see if we can get a set. Now, just to tell you, we're going to start on the 21st. Okay, on the 21st. The first 7 weeks will be Joseph, Mary, Jesus, the shepherd, sheep, cow, and donkey. That will go for 7 weeks. Then 3 weeks is only 11 weeks, because I think we can do the 3 wise guys in one sitting, because the only difference you're going to do is you're going to change maybe the crown or what he's holding or different things on his garment. It's not going to be a lot of changes with these 3. And then we'll do the star and the angel. We might be able to do that in one sitting. I'm not sure. The angel takes a little bit of time to do. It's a little bit more complicated. All right, so we'll start there. We're going to have the video, the live stream here on this Facebook page. All right. So it will be live on Facebook. It will be on YouTube shortly after that if you missed it, and then I'll add it to my page on Facebook. So if you miss a week, you'll be able to still see it. And then later on, I will make DVDs. There might be 3 DVDs, just like the old one. Now, I've made 2 different sets. This is the newer set that I've done. There is another set that is taller and skinnier, and I'm not doing that set because this all can be done from the same block. All these that you see there are done. All right, so you don't have to buy other blocks or anything like that. You can cut these all the same, and then you'll have one for each project that you want to do. If you just want to do the main set, then just watch the first 3 weeks. If you want to do just the main ones, the 7, then you can just follow up until we're done with the shepherd. If you want to add the 3 wise guys and the angel and the star, then you can keep watching. All right, so that's up to you. But will be a little bit smaller. It's not going to be as big. It's going to be a little smaller. Now, for those of you that don't have it, I just got a new load of lumber in. Not a lot, but I just bought some. And if you want the mini set, there's going to be a set of 12 cutouts like this. 12 plus the star plus Jesus. And that will be $21.70, and that's including shipping. Okay. If you double the order, I'll pull off the $8.40 that it costs me to ship it, because I do everything flat rate from the house here. Simply because I do not want to go into any the whole month I've not gone anywhere where I went into a building with a bunch of people or a post office. So I have the click and ship, and I can do it that way. So that will be $35 if you want to double. So that'd be 2 sets. That would be 24 pieces for $35 or 12 pieces for $21.70. And I will, if you're interested in that, I only have 12 sets of these left. That's as much as I ordered. I can order more later on if I know more people want them. It's not a problem for me to get them, but it will take a little bit of time. But you can always go back to the videos if you want to watch. All right, so let me know. If you're interested in a set, you need to let me know soon. Because once those 12 sets are gone, it might take a little while to get them again. All right, so if you want a double set, then that's the $35. If you want one, it's $21.70. And that's about it, folks. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer anything for you. I know this is a very short video, but at least it explains. This should almost go through June, up until June anyway, a good part of May. So like I said, if you miss one, you will be able to watch it later. That will not be a problem at all. I will I will try to do it as quickly as I can, those days that we're going to do it. The only thing I ask is that you don't ask, um, I can't make a signature knife. I wish I could, but I'm not into knife making. I've made a few of my own, but I haven't. I had a question about making a signature knife. Not yet. So we'll see. There might be something down the road, but right now, I'm busy enough doing this. Yes, what I'll do with the directions for the manger, I can do the manger scene. The manger itself, I used to sell them. If you want that included in your thing, with your order, we can do that. I would say it probably run the same thing without the extra set. Because I have to put it all together and stuff. But I'll give you the dimensions for the creche as well, for the manger. The manger is not part of the deal right now. It's just the cutouts of the animals and people and the angel, the star, and Jesus. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. As far as when we start this next week, I'm not going to ask you to ask me questions during the taping or during the live broadcast. You can do it later when I'm done under the Facebook. You can, under the comments, you can put your questions there, and I'll answer them after the show is over, or after the teaching part is over. So if you're interested in asking questions, feel free to add questions to this video later on if you like, about anything. It will work just fine. Reserve a orders than I have here, more than 12. I will gladly order more lumber. Okay, April, I'll put two aside for you. And what I'll do is I do everything by credit card. So what we'll do is once I have it set up, you can pay it by credit card. Now, if you don't use one, I can send you a invoice by email or through Messenger for you, and then you can send me a check, and I'll put it in reserve, and then I'll send it out as soon as I get the check. All right, so that's how I plan to do that. So April, I'll put your two. So there's 10 sets left. I'll do my best to get some more, because I have a feeling there's going to be more people that want to do it. Here's the beauty of it. If we do one per week, and if you have the access to a bandsaw and you can cut a bunch of these up, then cut out 5. Because when I did like 12 or 14 the one year, maybe closer to 16, I would do 3 at a time. It's much easier to do 3 at one time, and faster to do it 3 at one time, than it is to do each one and then do the next set each one. It's much easier to do the same thing because you know exactly where the cuts go, you know exactly what to do with it and how to cut it, and if you need to change it a little bit, you can do it right away. It's fresh in your memory. So I do that a lot of times with, okay, Jim, I'm going to write these down. So it's Jim and April. Okay. Now, again, these aren't super big. These are only like 1 1/4 by 2 1/4 high. All right. So that is what we'll have here. I'll go back through the comments to make sure I didn't miss anybody that wanted 2 sets or 1 set. And I'll send you a message about that. The other thing that I was thinking of doing, and I will do, I'll put this on DVD. So if you want to purchase that later, you certainly can, or you can watch it on YouTube. Of course, I can't have classes here at the farm. People have been asking about that. Whenever we're out of this, quote, stay in place stuff that we're dealing with across the country and up in Canada, once that is lifted, maybe in the fall I'll have a class, but at this point I think this is the way to go. I'm not charging anything, of course, for the live classes as we're doing here, and I don't mind doing it this way. I think it's nice to be able to have a bunch of people together. I will set up a Zoom later on that we can, if you need one-on-one instruction with Zoom, we can do that. I haven't quite figured out the price for that. And you know, if I get 2 or 3 people, it will be cheaper at one time than one, and then one person paying. So I haven't quite figured out the Zoom thing. I know a lot of people are doing church Bible studies, and they're doing conferences, and they're doing all these things with Zoom. I'm not convinced on that yet, but I certainly will try to put that together later. But as far as classes in the fall, usually I have them always in the fall, and I usually get pretty. It's not going to happen this year, I don't think. We'll see how this coronavirus as busy as I thought I would be, but I am definitely busy. And trying to figure out how to do this so everybody can have some fun with the wood carving. This is not technically for a beginner. You have to have some basic skills to do this. You can follow along, you can try it. I'm not discouraging you from trying if you want to do that. That is not a problem. But my thing is that you know how to handle your knife with a stop cut, the pull and push method, and how to do stop cuts. If you have that down pat, like if you did the beginner's one where you did the pine cone, then this you should be able to do this, because if you notice, there's no eyeballs on these things. They're all no-see-ums type carving, so they're much easier to do. Not as crazy as some of the other stuff. So if you're interested in a set, let me know. If we're down to 8 sets left now, I still have to cut them up. I counted how many how many sticks I had and how many I could cut, and you know, they all take a little time to put together, but that's fine. I don't mind doing that. So let me know if you're interested. Just send me a message or put it under the comments. I'm going to read them when I get off of here. And any other questions, folks? I'll be happy to answer anything okay, James, I've got you down here. And you want one set, James? I guess that's one set. Okay, one set for you. All right. What I'll do is I'll try to give you a color pattern for each one on a sheet of paper that I can put on the video, just like my sheet here, of what colors go where and how to mix the colors. I think I'll do it that way for those people that want to learn how to do it. I'm also, once I get mine done, this one done, I'll probably do 2 and make 2 castings, and then I'll be able to do at least 10 or 20 of each one. And of course, the hard part for me, and least fun for me, is the painting. I love the carving part, but if you've carved 2 or 3 sets, it's fun. When you start doing 10 or 15 of these, it becomes monotonous. So you got to mix it up a little bit if you can. You're welcome, James. So I don't mind, you know, you following along and having this. I hope I'm able to explain how to carve this for you, and really, I don't. If I sat down to do a whole set this size, you know, it can take me at least a week and a half, maybe more, to do it. And that's not the painting. That's just the carving part. But I will try to come up with a price for the creche or the manger. And once I get a price for that and I build a few, they'll probably run about maybe $17, $18 for one. And then I can send it in a flat rate envelope along with, if you want these along with it, you can order that along with it. If you want, I don't charge more than the $8.40. Whatever I can fit in a $8.40 package is what I usually send out. So, all right, folks. Well, thanks for joining me. I will look forward to looking at the comments below. If you have any questions for next week, you know, again, it's going to be next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, but the following. That will get me ready to send some of these out, and hopefully you'll get your package before we start. And if I get it in the next couple of days, I would say the cutoff date would probably be Thursday for you to get it in time for Wednesday, depending where you are in the country. Usually it takes 2 to 3 days by priority mail, but because of priority flat rate, it's taking longer for some things because of the COVID-19. And I know some things, I've been waiting for things for a while, so I'm hoping you get it by the following Tuesday, but we'll see how it works out. All right, folks, thanks again for joining me. I know this is kind of short. And then we'll start on this project, and we'll see you every week for a few weeks. All right, take care. Bye-bye.